I decided actually to go into the gallery business, here, after being a collector for so many years. Been collecting art since the age of 16, so I have quite a great selection.
Princess Juliana Edewor is one of the renowned art collectors in the country. She's an interior designer by profession. This is a second exhibition taking place in her newly opened gallery. Cube Gallery, located in Apapa area of Lagos State, is playing host to artists of repute. Veronica Ogene started painting at the age of 73. She's a retired civil servant. She first came in contact with visual arts through her mother, who was a traditional wall painter. Grace Igabota's works are inspired by God, her late mother, culture, and Afrocentric modernizations. Phillips Nzekwe, through his choice of materials, addresses the effects of mass consumerism resulting in overexploitation of natural resources. Juliet Ezenwa Pearce is one of Nigeria's leading female artists. For more than 30 years since she left the university, she has continuously painted and exhibited.
This collection I did, they came out of the production of the female masquerade. In producing the different elements that form the installation of the masquerade, I had to produce things like this. They are the things that constitute that masquerade. And so, in doing that, I created many textures on canvas to inspire people to think. I love painting Nigerian women, to be precise, not just African women. And they are an inspiration to me because they are so resilient, hardworking, forthcoming, and despite the many challenges they face in everyday life in Africa, they still have time to look their best. And I like portraying African women looking their best. So this I call Friends. As you would see in a traditional regular party here in Lagos, they are all very well dressed, beautifully attired, and looking really beautiful like women should look all over the world.
Joseph Ayelero, a graduate of Yaba College of Technology, takes pleasure in documenting landscapes.
Sloping mountain. I could recollect when I was growing up in the village and we used to go to farm, my grandpa's farm, especially during the rainy season. I used to think about what nature gives. We see that it looks like a tornado. It's very scary. That's what I'm capturing here. I stay in Badagry area where we see rivers. So this is a perfect evening setting. Everywhere is very quiet and I used to paint in this environment very well. Nothing disturbs me, nothing is obstructing. That's why I depict this one. Wedding preparation at night. The elders, a day to that wedding day, they are gathering in order to celebrate with the bride and the bride groom. I'm depicting sweeping sky. In rural area, you see that when the sun sets, part of the mountain will be reddish, very hot. And then you see the sky as if it's going to sleep. So that's why I said the sweeping sky, where this after the sunset, you see the color. Very brilliant. That's what I'm depicting here.
Taiye Erewele, a graduate of Ambrose Ali University, is an experimental artist. This multiple award winner loves to tell stories about African women.
I like to be poetic about my work and make my viewers see some of the experiences that we women go through. There is a repetitive pattern in my work, that's the flowers, and another element that repeats itself in most of my works, the skirt. The skirt represents femininity. Yellow color is symbolic of celebration in art. I titled this work Like a Flower in the Field. It talks about a young lady that is about taking a journey of self-discovery. If you look at the background, it's basically blank, it's basically plain, just with some little patches of color. What is before her is actually vague, and she's looking deep into space without any care. And then she goes on the path of self-discovery. In Africa, it's our culture that no matter what a woman has achieved, as the lady, you have to be married before you would be supposedly said that you are, successful. And that's one of the pressures that women have. This work talks about a woman in her glory. There are times that a woman is growing and she's yet to develop and attract the right kind of suitors. It's like survival of the fittest thing. At a point, she goes on and then she's hooked up with a husband. This painting is titled, I've Got You. This painting is titled Fantasy. I've painted a girl in a farm, in a field. I've painted the mind of the girl in this work. As against ordinarily working in the farm, we all fantasize. We want to be, transported into that space where we are free to become whoever we want to be. I call this hugs and kisses. This is the only work I have where my subject is smiling. You can only give people hugs. You can only kiss people. How about yourself? You cannot give what you don't have. So I'm preaching self-love with this painting.
Princess Juliana Edewor has a commitment to promote culture. Opening this gallery is a dream come true, she says.
Apapa in the early 70s and 80s was synonymous with culture, entertainment, life. All other people came from other areas of Lagos, even from Ikoyi, Victoria Island to Apapa, to enjoy themselves. And from nowhere, we seem to be living in this deserted area. All the young people left. Apapa now is full of old, retired geriatrics. I thought to myself, and I said, rather than go across to the island, why not do something for us here? Try as much as possible to bring back culture to Apapa. I intend bringing in the young ones into the gallery. I intend setting up like a foundation for art schools, for students to start studying art right from primary to secondary school before venturing out into university or taking it seriously or not going to university at all. And to have residencies for them here.
Art aficionados are pleased with her and the exhibiting artists.
I'm quite happy to come in here because I see a lot of value being placed on our art in this space. Apparently, Apapa is such a place that accommodates very many people, but there is no gallery here. So it's really pleasing to know that there's a gallery here right now.
I'm married to Juliet, Ezenwa, Pearce. I'm here to support her, and I'm here to support Juliana because this is a new venture, and it's the only one in Apapa, and I think that's very important to serve this area.
You say, wow, this is beautiful. The first word that comes to mind is beautiful, and the presentation of the art is something that really strikes you. You know, there's no way you'd come in and not be wowed.
Q Gallery in Apapa is the next place to visit.